Hello and welcome, my dear friends and students. In today's video, I am going to explain a very important relation which is introduced newly in our textbook, that is the Mayer's relation. This is the relation between specific heat capacity at constant pressure and specific heat capacity at constant volume. So, in order to derive this relation, we must know the concept of Cp and Cv, which we explained in previous video. When gas is heated at constant pressure, what happens to the supplied energy? When the gas is heated to the constant volume, then the heat supplied, that is totally used just to increase the temperature, or some part is used to perform the external work done, that must be known in order to derive this relation. Now let us find out that relation. For that, you have to consider 1 mole of an ideal gas enclosed in a cylinder fitted with air tight, frictionless and the light in weight piston. So that is the फर्स्ट पॉइंट ऑफ कन्सिडरेशन. इथे आपल्याला मेयर्स रिलेशन मिळवण्याकरिता की जे Cp आणि Cv मधलं रिलेशन आहे, स्पेसिफिक हीट कॅपॅसिटी ॲट कॉन्स्टंट प्रेशर आणि स्पेसिफिक हीट कॅपॅसिटी ॲट कॉन्स्टंट व्हॉल्यूम यांच्यामधलं रिलेशन आहे, त्याला मिळवण्यासाठी आपल्याला एक गॅस कन्सिडर करायचा आहे जो आयडियल गॅस आहे, जो 1 मोल आपण घेणार आहे, which is taken in a cylinder and that cylinder must contain one piston which is light in weight, airtight and the frictionless. Let us consider the initial parameter. गॅसला हीट करण्याच्या आधी त्याच्या ज्या पॅरामीटर आहेत त्या कन्सिडर करा. P, V आणि T. प्रेशर, व्हॉल्यूम अँड टेम्परेचर. P be the pressure, V be the volume and T be the temperature. Then we have to heat that gas by using the two methods, at constant volume and at constant pressure. आपल्याला या गॅसला दोन वेगवेगळ्या पद्धतीने हीट करायचं आहे, at constant volume आणि at constant pressure. Initially use the method at constant volume. So that's why I write here, if the gas is heated so that its temperature changes or increases by dt but volume remain constant. It means we are using which method? At constant volume. इथे आपण गॅसला दोन पद्धतीने हीट करतोय, त्यापैकी पहिली पद्धत आपण घेतोय at constant volume. We have to supply the heat to the gas so that its temperature rises by dt. But keep in mind, at that process volume must remain constant. So let us consider dq1 be the quantity of heat supplied. इथे आपण समजा या गॅसला जे हीट करतोय त्यासाठी dq1 इतकी हीट आपण त्याला सुरुवातीला दिली. जी काय हीट तो ऍब्सॉर्ब करेल त्याचं टेम्परेचर चेंज करण्यासाठी, दॅट इज द increase in internal energy. So let us consider that two parameter dq1, that is the quantity of heat supplied to the gas, and dE be the increase in internal energy. So initially we know that when the gas is heated at a constant volume, it means when it is taken in a closed container so that its volume remain constant, the total heat supplied is used only to increase the internal energy. That's why I write here at constant volume no work is done. It means at constant volume this piston doesn't move. That's why no work is done. Whatever the total energy supplied, heat supplied is used only to increase the temperature. That's why I write here dq1 means heat supplied, which is totally equal to the increase in internal energy. As per definition of heat supplied, we can write as it is Cv into dt, where Cv is the molar specific heat at constant volume and dt is the change in temperature. Now here you have to heat the gas again at the same temperature, but by using the second method. that is at constant pressure. Now here we have to change the volume. Now volume of the gas is allowed to change by an amount dV. It means here we have to use the second method. Now before moving to next, let us revise these points. Here you have to consider 1 mole of an ideal gas enclosed in a cylinder fitted with light, airtight and frictionless piston. इथे आपण 1 मोल गॅस घेतलेला आहे, त्याला सिलेंडर मध्ये घेतले की ज्या सिलेंडरला एक पिस्टन आहे which is light in weight, airtight आणि frictionless. Let us consider PVT, pressure, volume and temperature of the gas. Now you have to supply the heat just to raise the temperature, but during this process volume remain constant. इथे आपल्याला जी हीट सप्लाय करायची आहे ती केवळ त्याचं टेम्परेचर वाढवण्याकरिता त्या प्रोसेसला त्याचं व्हॉल्यूम कॉन्स्टंट असलं पाहिजे. सो dk1 be the heat supplied and dE be the increase in internal energy. At constant volume the total heat supplied is used only to raise the temperature of the gas, that is called as the increase in internal energy, which is given by CV dt. Now you have to use the second method. When the gas is heated to the same temperature as earlier but at a constant pressure, volume of a gas increases by an amount dV. Now we have to heat the gas at a constant pressure. So for that, whatever the heat supplied to the gas, that is used for two reasons. The first one, some part of the heat is used to increase the temperature and remaining part of the heat is used to expand the gas. It means to change the volume, to move the piston. So that's why right here amount of heat supplied to the gas is used to increase the internal energy as well as to move the piston for expansion of gas. इथे जे आपण heat supply करू, that is the dQ2. ती हीट दोन कारणांसाठी वापरल्या जातं. एक म्हणजे त्याची इंटरनल एनर्जी इन्क्रीज करणे आणि दुसरं फॉर द एक्सपान्शन ऑफ गॅस. फॉर द एक्सपान्शन ऑफ गॅस सर्टन वर्क इज डन. That work done is given by P into dV, where dV is a change in volume and P is a pressure. So that's why right here whatever the heat supplied dQ2 equal to dE म्हणजे increase in internal energy and dW means external work done. पण या complete dQ2 किंवा dE plus dW ला आपण म्हणू शकतो CP dt. That is the specific heat capacity at constant pressure. जसं इक्वेशन 1 मध्ये आपण म्हटलं dQ1 equal to dE equal to CV dt, कारण तिथे वर्क डन नव्हतं. At equation 1 at constant volume there is no work done. That's why this term doesn't occur. But when we heat the gas at a constant pressure, we have to use the two terms dE and dW. Increase in internal energy and the amount of work done. म्हणून मी इथे या dQ2 ची व्हॅल्यू ठेवतोय CP dt. I put the value of dQ2 as a CP dt. From equation 1 put the value of dE, that is the CV dt, and work done is given by P into dV. I write here the values which we put in equation 2. We have to put these values. dQ2 equal to CP dt, dE equal to CV dt and dW equal to P dV. ह्या तिन्ही व्हॅल्यूज इक्वेशन 2 मध्ये आपण ठेवतोय. त्यामुळे आपल्याला इथे मिळालं CP dt equal to CV dt plus P dV. हे इक्वेशन आपण ह्या तीन व्हॅल्यूज पुट करून इथे आपण मिळवलेल्या ह्या तिन्ही व्हॅल्यूज इथे आपण ठेवल्या या इक्वेशन 2 मध्ये. त्यानंतर पुन्हा मला P dV ची व्हॅल्यू पुट करायची आहे. I have to put the value of P dV by using the here ideal gas equation for 1 mole, that is PV equal to RT. Now we have to here change the volume. We have to change the temperature by keeping pressure constant, and this is the universal gas constant. So differentiating this equation we write P dV equal to RdT. Now put the value of P dV in this equation. इक्वेशन, आपण इक्वेशन नंबर देऊ शकतो 3. If I put the value of PdV in equation 3, so we got Cp dt equal to Cv dt plus R dt. Now here we have dt term common, so we can cancel that term, so we have Cp, and if we transfer this Cv, then we have Cp minus Cv equal to R. This relation is called as the Mayer's relation. Cp minus Cv, it means difference in specific heat capacity at constant pressure and specific heat capacity at constant volume, that is equal to R, which is the Rydberg's gas constant. But here heat is measured in calories and work done in joule. So in order to measure all these terms in a same unit, you have to divide this relation by J, where J is called as Joule's mechanical equivalent, that is Cp minus Cv equal to R by J. Now the same relation can be expressed in terms of principal specific heat. These are the molar specific heat. Cp minus Cv, these are the molar specific heat, because we are considering 1 mole of gas. When we consider certain gas in gram, then that is the principal specific heat. Now here the relation between molar specific heat and principal specific heat, that is given by Cp equal to m0 into, we can use the same notation also here. Molar specific heat represented by capital C and principal by small c. In order to avoid the confusion, in our textbook now S is considered as a specific heat for principal. So Cp equal to m0 into Sp, Cv equal to m0 into Sv, where Sp and Sv, that are the principal specific heat at constant pressure and volume. Now if I put these values, then we can write the same relation in terms of principal specific heat, that is Sp minus Sv equal to R upon Mj. What we have to do here in order to obtain this relation, याला आपल्याला मिळवायचं असेल तर आपण काय केलं, गॅसला दोन वेगवेगळ्या पद्धतीने हीट केलं ॲट कॉन्स्टंट व्हॉल्यूम. त्याच्यावरून आपण मिळवलं dq1 इक्वल टू de इक्वल टू Cv dt. ॲट कॉन्स्टंट प्रेशरने आपण त्या गॅसला हीट केलं, त्याच्यावरून मिळवलं dq2 इक्वल टू de प्लस dw. मग इथे व्हॅल्यूज ठेवल्या, dq2 इक्वल टू Cp dt, de इक्वल टू Cv dt, वर्क डन इक्वल टू Pdv. पुन्हा या Pdv ची व्हॅल्यू ठेवली Rdt. सिम्प्लिफाय केलं, तुम्हाला रिलेशन मिळालं Cp Cv इक्वल टू R. आणि त्याला जर आपल्याला एकाच हीट आणि वर्क डन एकाच सिस्टीम मध्ये मोजायचं असेल, एकाच युनिट मध्ये मोजायचं असेल, तर आपल्याला J ने त्याला डिवाइड करायचं आहे, which is called as Joule's mechanical equivalent, that is Cp Cv equal to R by J. आणि याला जर तुम्हाला प्रिन्सिपल स्पेसिफिक हीटच्या फॉर्म मध्ये एक्सप्रेस करायचं असेल तर ते आहे Sp Sv equal to R upon Mj. Now let us consider the second point, that is the Maxwell's distribution of molecular speed with the necessary graph. This is the concept given by Maxwell and explained on the basis of this graph, which is plotted between dN by dV and the V, where dN by dV is nothing but the number of molecules moving with a certain speed and V with the again speed of that molecule. Now he plotted the graph between dN by dV and V. He considered the three values of speed, that is the Vmp means most probable speed, Av for average speed, and RMS for root mean square speed. So we must know about this concept of the three speed or velocities. Vmp most probable, that is Vav, that is the average, and RMS, that is the root mean square. Now most probable speed means when we consider the speed of number of molecules. Like 2 meter per second, 4 meter per second, 2 meter per second, 3 meter per second, 2 meter per second. Suppose these are the speed of certain gas molecules. Then the speed which is occur many times or possessed by many gas molecule, that is 2 meter per second, that is the most probable speed. Then second one, average. Now if we took the average of all these velocities, then what is the value that is derived? That value is called as the average, which we can easily find out by adding all these sum, 2 plus 4 plus 2 plus 3 plus 2 divided by suppose 5. Whatever the value we obtain, that is called as the average value. And root mean square velocity, that is here the square root of mean square velocity is called as a root mean square velocity, which we explained earlier. Now here we generally consider the average value of velocity or speed for the gas molecule. You have to write the first point for this explanation. Maxwell plotted a graph between dN by dV and V. याला आपल्याला एक्सप्लेन करायचं असेल तर फर्स्ट पॉइंट आपल्याला लिहावा लागेल. Maxwell plotted a graph between dN by dV and V, where dN by dV number of molecules moving with certain speed and V with the speed of that molecules. त्यानंतर सेकंड पॉइंट इथे we generally consider the average value of velocity for the gas molecule. Why we took the average value? Because gas molecules move with different speed in different direction. They are always in state of random motion. So we consider the average speed for the gas molecule. It doesn't mean that every gas molecule must possesses the same value. For example, in order to explain this concept, we are considering here certain speed, 2 meter per second, 4 meter per second, 2 meter per second, 3 meter per second, 2 meter per second. Suppose, without calculating, suppose here 3 meter per second is the average value. Then it doesn't mean that this average value possesses by all gas molecules. Some gas molecule possesses the value less than average velocity and some possesses the value greater than average velocity. हा तुम्हाला सेकंड पॉइंट तिथे कन्सिडर करायचा आहे. जनरली we consider the average value of velocity for the gas molecule. It doesn't mean that every gas molecule possesses the same velocity, but some gas molecule may possesses the velocity less than average value and some possesses velocity greater than average value. इथे आपण गॅस मॉलिक्यूलचा एव्हरेज वेलोसिटी हा कन्सेप्ट घेतो कारण गॅसचे मॉलिक्यूल्स हे वेगवेगळ्या वेलोसिटीने मूव्ह होतात. मग आपण एव्हरेज व्हॅल्यू घेतो याचा अर्थ असा नाही की प्रत्येक गॅस मॉलिक्यूलला तीच वेलोसिटी असेल. काही गॅस मॉलिक्यूलची वेलोसिटी ही एव्हरेज पेक्षा कमी असते तर काही गॅस मॉलिक्यूलची वेलोसिटी ही एव्हरेज पेक्षा जास्त असते. हा सेकंड पॉइंट आहे याचा. थर्ड पॉइंट, मॅक्सवेल performed the statistical and mathematical work, and from that statistical and mathematical work or operation, tedious work, he gives us the three concepts, that is VAV means average value of velocity, most probable velocity and the root mean square velocity. Now average value is given by under root of 8 RT upon pi m. Most probable velocity is given by 2 RT, under root of 2 RT upon m. RMS velocity is given by under root of 3 RT upon m, where R Rydberg gas constant, T temperature, m, that is the total mass or molecular weight of the gas. Total mass of the gas or molecular weight of the gas. Now the same formula that can be represented in terms of P and rho. So how that can be obtained? If we put the value of RT as a PV upon M. If we took here this V as a 2P upon M by V, this M by V is rho. Therefore, we can write as the same formula in terms of pressure and density also. Only for these two values, MP most probable and the RMS, that is under root of 3 RT upon M, can be written as under root of 3P upon rho. Now, if we compare all these values, then it is very clear that the value, RMS value of the speed is greater and most probable speed that is less. That can be easily observed from the graph also. सगळ्यात पहिली जी आपल्याला मिळालेली वेलोसिटी आहे ती आहे मोस्ट प्रोबेबल, त्याच्यानंतर आहे ॲव्हरेज आणि त्याच्यानंतर आहे रूट मीन स्क्वेअर स्पीड किंवा रूट मीन स्क्वेअर वेलोसिटी. या फॉर्म्युल्याने तुम्हाला क्लिअर असेल की सगळ्यात कमी वेलोसिटी आहे मोस्ट प्रोबेबल, सगळ्यात जास्त जे आहे ते रूट मीन स्क्वेअर वेलोसिटी आणि दोघांच्या मधात जे आहे दॅट इज द ॲव्हरेज. तर आपण दुसऱ्याच पॉइंट मध्ये म्हटलं की सम ऑफ द गॅस मॉलिक्यूल possesses the velocity greater than average and some possesses the velocity less than average. त्यामुळे काही गॅस मॉलिक्यूलची वेलोसिटी ही एव्हरेज पेक्षा ग्रेटर असेल आणि काहींची वेलोसिटी एव्हरेज पेक्षा कमी असेल. एव्हरेज पेक्षा कमी असणारी म्हणजे मोस्ट प्रोबेबल आणि एव्हरेज पेक्षा जास्त असणारी म्हणजे रूट मीन स्क्वेअर. असं 3 पॉइंट मध्ये तुम्हाला याला एक्सप्लेन करायचं आहे. पुन्हा एकदा बघा. इन ऑर्डर टू एक्सप्लेन मॅक्सवेल्स डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ मॉलिक्युलर स्पीड विथ नेसेसरी ग्राफ, first point you have to written as Maxwell plotted a graph between dN by dV and the V, where dN by dV is nothing but the number of molecules moving with certain speed. Now in second point you have to write, though we consider the average speed for the gas molecules, but it doesn't mean that every gas molecule possesses the same speed. Some gas molecule possesses the speed greater than average value and some possesses the speed less than average value. आपण जेव्हा गॅस मॉलिक्यूलच्या बाबतीत एव्हरेज वेलोसिटी किंवा स्पीडचा कन्सेप्ट घेतो त्यावेळेला असं नसतं की प्रत्येक गॅस मॉलिक्यूलला तीच एव्हरेज व्हॅल्यू असेल. काही गॅस मॉलिक्यूलची एव्हरेज स्पीड ही ती स्पीड एव्हरेज पेक्षा ग्रेटर असतं आणि काहीची स्पीड एव्हरेज पेक्षा कमी असतं. सो in order to explain this concept, Maxwell performed the statistical and mathematical work, and from that statistical and mathematical work he gives us these 3 possible values for the speed of gas molecule: average, most probable and the RMS. Average value is given by under root of 8 RT upon pi m. Most probable speed is given by under root of twice RT upon m. And V RMS is given by under root of 3 RT upon m. Now here the reason is not given why only this formula contains the value of pi. Here he just wrote that 3 values: average value under root of 8 RT upon pi m, most probable under root of 2 RT upon m, and RMS that is the under root of 3 RT upon m. So from that we can say that RMS speed is maximum speed and most probable speed is a minimum speed which here possesses by the gas molecule. So these are the points you have to keep in mind in relation with the Maxwell's distribution of molecular speed. So this finishes your first part of the chapter 3.